Hey guys, Derek here from Modern Castle. I've been using the new Roborock S7 MaxV Ultra for a little over 100 days. In today's video, we're going to talk through the specifics on what it's like to use, maintain, and performance over the long haul. First up, let's talk through cleaning performance. In a word, exceptional. The S7 MaxV Ultra vacuums and mops at the same time. While vacuum cleaning performance lags behind Roomba's high-end flagship models on carpet, it's not off by much. With the exception of a few small rugs, all of my home is hardwood and tile. As a result, the S7 MaxV doesn't struggle much when it comes to ensuring the floor is well vacuumed. In the first 100 days, it has easily handled hair, dirt, dust, and more. What little it lacks in terms of raw vacuum cleaning on carpet, it more than makes up for in mopping performance. At least in the case of my home, the mopping functionality was at least as important and arguably so, more so than the vacuum. Next, let's talk about the auto-empty wash dock. At this point in 2022, auto-empty bases are pretty common. It seems everyone has one and they all work pretty much the same. But the auto wash station for the mop is the true gem. This is a rare feature I've only seen on a handful of robots. Furthermore, the ability of the mopping pad to raise or lower cannot be understated. Without the auto washer and dynamic mopping pad, you'd have to manually attach a cleaning pad, swap out clean cloths, and more frequently add fresh water. All of this is done for you. In the first 100 days, I've washed a cleaning cloth in my washer dryer a time or two, but for the most part, it's just not necessary. The auto washer does a fantastic job at keeping the cleaning cloth clean. For the first 100 days, I have run the vacuum every day, Monday through Friday. I typically need to empty the water tank and refill the fresh water tank twice a week. My home has no carpet, only hardwood and tile, and a few rugs. As a result, the mopping functionality really gets put through the ringer. Notably, even if you are not totally filling the dirty water tank each week, I'd recommend you empty it at least once per week. This bit just cannot be understated. The dirty water tank can smell horrifically bad. If you've ever smelled a Waffle House bathroom sink, that's about what it's like. Ultimately, it makes sense. After all, it's a bucket of dirty mop water. It'll have little pieces of dirt, dust, and other debris all mixed into the water. As a result, it's a good idea to empty it regularly so it doesn't start smelling up your home. At least in the case of my dirty water, the longer I leave it, the worse it will smell. In terms of mopping performance, the proof is in the dirty water tank. Every time I empty the tank, it is absolutely filled to the brim with dirt. I'm usually barefoot at my home, and the floor both feels and looks notably cleaner each time the vacuum runs. Next, let's talk about mopping maintenance. Tasks include cleaning the water filter and mop washing brush. To clean the filter, simply rinse it out in the sink. To clean the mop washing brush, you'll flip up the tab to release the brush, then you can rinse it in the sink and use a cleaning cloth to wipe down the plastic. With respect to the auto-empty dust bag, that one is quite easy. As you remove the bag, it self-seals, so none of the dust or dirt can get out. Roborock recommends replacing it every 1 to 2 months. In my case, I made it nearly 100 days before the bag was full. Even then, if you take the bag out and smush it down a bit, you can free up some extra space. I suspect if I had more carpet as opposed to hard surface flooring, I'd have filled the bag up sooner. The only other maintenance task I've had to do is cleaning the vacuum filter, which is as simple as running it under water in the sink. All things considered, there is definitely more maintenance to be done on the S7 MaxV Ultra compared to many other robots. It's a complex machine. You've got multiple filters, brushes, and many moving parts. That said, even though the maintenance is indeed more relative to other robots, the time it saves you in the long run cannot be understated. Among all robots I've tested to date, it is by far the most hands-off once it's set up. The hands-off nature simply comes down to the navigational abilities and hardware. The S7 MaxV Ultra has a LiDAR sensor, frontal camera, frontal light, and obstacle detection. These hardware and software elements work together to tremendous effect. Within the first 100 days, I've only found the robot stuck on a handful of occasions. The areas where it gets stuck are spaces where it just barely has enough clearance to get under an end table and under an exercise bike. Once it's under, it simply cannot get out. In these locations, and a few others that I knew would likely be a struggle, I simply added no-go zones to keep it away from those areas. In the vast majority of cleaning sessions, the S7 MaxV does the job without any help from me. All I need to do is empty the dirty water tank, add new water, and take care of some basic maintenance once or twice a month. In my first Roborock S7 MaxV review video, I said that I thought it was arguably the best robot vacuum ever built. After 100 days of testing, I'd say there is no argument. The The Roborock S7 MaxV Ultra is the best robot vacuum on the market. Its array of sensors and software ensures the best navigation possible. It's able to both vacuum and mop simultaneously, while the auto-empty wash dock removes much of the annoying daily maintenance you find with other robot vacuums. That said, it's also the most expensive robot vacuum we've ever seen or tested. It's got so much technology packed in, it's more like a custom-built gaming PC than a home appliance. Even so, if you simply want the absolute best overall cleaning, navigational, and usability on the market, this is it. Well guys, that's it for this video. I hope it was helpful. Comments, questions, please drop us those notes down below. If you're interested in buying the Roborock S7 MaxV Plus, we've got a link in the description. For more from Modern Castle, be sure to get subscribed, ring that bell, and visit us over at moderncastle.com. As always, thank you so much for watching.